Okay, so this is an experience of one of my clients, and it's very common um, in narcissistic relationships and relationships in general, really, if you have unresolved uh, past issues. So in this case, the client's father was a narcissist. She was the golden child, and but even as a golden child, you're still subject to a significant amount of emotional abuse, right? So that affinity that you held, that significance is always tentative, right? Oh, it could go at any moment. And the intention is to give you an esteem boost, but have that always be very, 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 very conditional and and use that to control the quote unquote golden child. So there on one level it's subconscious anger at the father for all the years of childhood defenseless ego wounding. So there's anger, but there's also fascination with the father as well. So this could be male or female. The golden child will idolize the narcissist parent and then extend that same dynamic to their relationships. So it's projected and processed onto the relationship, meaning this the narc saw the empath as the father, right? And treated him so the any pain inflicted on her partner was revenge for the past unprocessed anger. But also as she acted more like her father, it allows her to understand her father as well. So this is anger at, but also um, some kind of fascination with the parent and what they wanted, what they were seeking from this power. So as a child, if you see your parents seeking something, in that case, it's a fuel supply, narcissistic supply. Um, you think that is the purpose of life and relationships, etc. And so you think, well, your parents must know better, and this is how I need to live my life, and then that's how the addiction passes from, or the pattern passes from generation to generation. So results in the love of father looking for understanding. This is not the in his case, the narcissist did not love him, obviously, but there is a affinity for her father, and and that's how, she was reliving that past as far as um, behaving like her father behaved towards her empath, meaning using him for supply, and understanding her father more deeply, understanding his addiction subconsciously. In addition to treating the empath as the father stand-in, the proxy that needed to be wounded, right? So there's a unhealed child that needs to be healed, is not paid attention to, and ultimately gets projected onto um, modern day relationships. But it's also the fascination of it, right? The seduction of his own addiction, passed from generation, from a father daughter to a woman man, to be played out. So that's how it jumps. I think the subconscious anger is paid more attention to, but there's also exploring the subconscious addiction, right? You're trying to get closer to, paradoxically, admittedly, anger at the previous, years of transgressions, but also wanting to get closer to the narcissist by being a better narcissist. And a lot of it is subconscious, 100%. This person would, likely deny any of this is occurring. And blame the empath for the failure for the relationship. But there's a lot of past and a lot of history that gets interfered with, that gets interrupted in the present day, if the past is unhealed. So something to pay attention to. Again, complex dynamic. The anger is more commonly understood and aware of. The affinity towards that previous transgressor, not as well understood, but important paradox to integrate um, when you're trying to understand other people, how their ghosts haunt them, and how you can be a stand-in for a previous relationship that they have not come to terms with. Thanks for listening.